Good morning, guys. I want to tell you a little bit about what I've been doing lately because it ties into this retreat. I've got this book. It's Arkansas Waterfalls Guidebook. And in the afternoons, I've been going up into the Ozarks and finding waterfalls. Now, a cool aspect of this that has nothing to do with the retreat, but I just have to mention because I like it so much, is that we think the age of discovery is over. After Lewis and Clark, a lot of these waterfalls, and these are beautiful waterfalls, big waterfalls, they're still discovering them. So I think that's really neat. But anyway, this guidebook gives me directions to these beautiful places. They're hard to get to, and I get up in there and I find them, and I feel a sense of achievement, but mostly I feel just overwhelmed by how beautiful these waterfalls are. And I think you would too. They're just beautiful. Also, I've been doing some kayaking and canoeing, and Arkansas is known for having wonderful streams, and they're very beautiful too. Now, when I sit out there and I look at these waterfalls, and I think I'm just overwhelmed by how beautiful these waterfalls are and these streams are, I think about God's power that He created this, because there's no human on earth can create this environment. And one of the aspects that I like about being out there is that I've gotten older. I like to study what's out there. I like to study the botany, the plants. I like to study the geology, the rocks and the history. And there's other fields of scientific study that it's so complex, like chemistry and zoology. They're all part of the natural world, and you can never, it's so complex, we can never quit studying it. So I sit there and I think about this, how complex this is and how beautiful this is, and this was done by a creator who wants to help us with our plan. Can we say no to that? He asks us, he tells us, let me give you help. Can we say no to that? It's really pretty arrogant on our part to say that we can't use His help, particularly because in some ways we don't do very well on our own. And I want to talk about one of those, just one of those, in part of our plan. Because when we talk about plan, we often concentrate on jobs. But there's another area where we should concentrate on, where I think people need help, which is in the area of romance and marriage. This is difficult for us, guys. It's very difficult. Half of the marriages in the United States end up in divorce. And a divorce is an emotional disaster. It's also a financial disaster, but mainly it's an emotional disaster. You find someone you love and you want to cherish them and spend your life with them, and then 5 years later, a lot of the times, you hate each other. It's terrible. So people have a lot of trouble picking the right person. You will find this out in your friendships. I hope it doesn't happen to you personally, but you'll find this out in your friendships. You're going to have friends who are successful in every area of their life. They have good jobs. They're very good at their professions. They're good parents. They're very good friends. They've kept their friends. They make their friends. They've got good relationships with their family in general, and their romantic side of their world is a disaster. It's really a shame. It is so easy for us to be attracted to the wrong kind of person, and a lot of heartache ensues. So this is an area of our life where we need to really say, God, make haste to assist me. The daily prayer that Mr. Hines is encouraging us to make in this video, we really need to do this in the world of romance and other areas too. It's a general offer from the Lord to help us out. Now, the daily prayer, if we make that a habit, and that examine that Mr. Hines is teaching us, if we do those things, then we will get assistance that we need. Have a good day, guys.